the way it's going to appear in the image or lens or as it's observed.
But look at the picture that I posted from the video from Miles Davis. You've got that red line, right? Okay. Those hills, what you have to remember, those hills in the distance are more than twice the height of that red line, right?
Yeah, and those girls in the distance are twice the height of that girl in the distance.
Yeah, and they're above, and they're technically, if you imagine her hand as the red line, right? They're above.
Well, you're going by height. You're going by height for a tangent, and if we use
that's the point. That's how you get the tangent. You have the camera being the same height as a reference point, right? And when you've got the camera the same height as a reference point, if you then have something behind that reference point that is taller than it, no matter how far back it gets, it will never fall below that reference point. It will just get smaller and shrink into it.
I think I fixed all the graphical issues now.
People at her height, we give a tangent line. We say they're taller. They'll never drop below that line, but they are taller and they do.
But they haven't dropped below that line. They're on the hand.
So they drop below the tangent of her height. Yes.
No, we're not talking about the tangent. Isn't her height? The tangent is her hand.
Well, in yours, no, that's the tangent you picked. But in your image, to make it analogous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In your image,
still have enough.
The analogy is right. The camera.
For it to be analogous,
I forgot how to not make the
tangent is
cursor show up on the feed.
Right. If you see her hand, if you count her hand as the tangent,
I understand that you want to pick an arbitrary tangent line and create it in my image, but in your image, use height as that tangent line, and I want to use
210 meters above the sea level.
I want to use height as the tangent in my image also.
Okay.
She's 5 foot.
Obviously, we don't have that data points. That's why I'm saying just imagine if her hand was the tangent, right?
I forgot how to do it.
Where you've taken this picture, I would assume that the camera is about the same height as her hand.
Yay, fixed it.
Am I right?
Would you?
Yeah, I mean the hand appears to be in center frame. There's you're using the rule of 3. Her head's on the top right spot. Her torso's on the bottom right spot. Her hand's kind of the top of the square in the middle. I'd say that the camera taking this would have to be about level with her hand, right?
Yeah, but that's not how you judge your image. You judge it by the height, and your height isn't the center of the image. But on my image,
what do you mean by height isn't the center of the image? I don't know what you mean.
The tangent line you create is the height, right? Height of the bridge, the height of the mountain. This is the tangent line
height
in
of
reality.
The height of the camera to the height of the top of the bridge. Yeah, that's your tangent line. As I
Not dark.
in the video. Right?
Yeah, and you're
I
saying
almost
there's
spoiled
no
the
way
thing in the
to
back,
go below that height,
because
but
yes,
we
I'm
showed
not
over
playing
and over
this
again that
game
things
blind.
change
I
height.
played through the GameCube version.
Yeah, it would drop. It would shrink.
Both of them.
Into that tangent, not go below it. That's
Episode
not,
1 and 2.
Like
I actually played through them up to Ultimate. They cleared Ultimate. Also, I'm the only person I personally know that has ever beaten Phantasy Star Online on Ultimate. I had one other person I played it back then that at least I know that he played up to Ruins, but I don't think he ever cleared Ruins.
With perspective, when you
because the game gets really fucked up at the end.
Anything above
also,
that doesn't just drop below it because it moved further back, it shrinks into it.
It was with a male, like with a Humar.
And that's not what's happening in the picture from Miles. It's doing the opposite of what flat earthers have been saying perspective does for years.
I'm not talking about perspective.
I think that's still graphical issues, I guess. But I know that at least one other thing got fixed.
Appear bigger, things in the background appear smaller. We absolutely get
that. You happen to have the raw files of this photo?
Of which one?
This one that we're looking at.
The bridge one or the girl one?
This one that we're talking about right now that you had made a meme out of?
We've been talking about two different ones. Is it the bridge one or the girl one?
Earth is not flat, only one conclusion is possible.
Right.
Bridge
Okay. Well,
Tower,
that comes from
210.
so that comes from a video on Miles Davis's channel.
Why is
Skyline.
there like so low definition on the horizon? It literally looks like there's like a fog coming down.
Because it's a video from Miles Davis's channel, and it's a screenshot of the video. You can clearly see the things that you need to see.
No, you really can't. I mean, this is not.
I mean, you
good.
can see the mountains, you can see the bridge, that you can see everything that you need to see.
I mean, to me, it looks like a big blot of orange and then some random gray lines.
Yeah, that orange.
See, I
is the
fixed
sky,
the things on the.
and those
I basically
gray
fixed
lines
this
are the
room.
mountains. What I'm going to do is actually.
I
will-
hope
Have,
the
like, footage of
things
raw
in the
file
other
so I
rooms
can
are
actually
fixed
look
like on
at
the
what's
ground.
Going on in this
You're
image.
welcome to contact Miles Davis. If you go onto his YouTube channel, his contact info is on there. You're welcome to try and
No,
contact him.
instead what I like to do is take my own photos and take my own videos, and then I'm
Okay,
sure
well,
you're gonna
you
call
have
me
to
a
come to
liar
Scotland.
when
No, I
Take
cannot
your
say
own,
Red Ring
this is
Rico.
just up the
I'm
road.
sorry.
What are you disputing, anyway?
See, none
I'm
of the
just saying
things
this
up there are
photo is
flickering anymore. They're all
pretty
good.
weak.
Yay.
Do you deny that any of the things are what we say they are, like the bridge or the mountain or anything?
So
Right.
what I've done is I've posted in the chat. Water Bislin actually took this image and compared it to what the globe model would expect, and it actually matched. And he also compared it to what a flat Earth would expect. So if you want to compare what you will see, then you just go and check the Water Bislin.
And does anyone else
out
think
there.
it's weird that the sky is like bright orange and then there's like a weird black line at the top of it?
Have you ever been to Scotland? Our skies look like that all the fucking time.
Also seen pictures on top of that mountain on a clear day. You actually see further than those now.
If it
Yeah,
that
this is
foggy,
not
that
supposed
doesn't
to
have
flicker.
You're guaranteed to have refraction.
Well, I actually can't see the horizon in this photo.
I don't know
Yeah,
what's
the
going
mountains
on.
are
It has been
black,
okay yesterday, but
Well, I don't know
ever
what
since
compared to, so
I
it just looks goofy, right?
completely removed
Well, you've got-
RetroArch
you've
from my
got
PC, and now
the camera
it's
and
just
the
not
top
doing
towers of the bridge.
what I wanted to do.
Yeah, you
But
see the
whatever.
towers,
Have
and
like a
you,
weird like
and you drew a pretty line, but we don't see the horizon, which is the baseline for any sort of comparison. So it's kind of
Not
weird.
really. Why would that be the baseline for any kind of comparison? We know the height of things, and
You told us
see
that these are
something in
below-
the distance as
You
doing
said
something.
this is
And
below
And the things on the
eye
ground
level.
are not
Yeah,
fixed.
You remove the horizon
Great.
from the reference range.
yeah, you came here with this as evidence. It's weird.
It's very good evidence that is something that is impossible.
Maybe
to
the hair
flat.
is fixed?
There's no way that this image could be
Nope,
taken
it's
if
not
it was
fixed.
flat. Extra D just
What
did an
the
excellent
heck?
picture. That's, how does the hill appear below the tower? It doesn't happen. No matter how far away the hill gets in the background, it shouldn't appear below the tower. It should just get smaller and smaller and smaller and go into that red
Yeah.
line, never drop below it.
So I made a meme, I think. Can I have you read this meme, Craig? It won't be too bad, okay?
I can try.
Alright, here it is.
Every single thing you expect to happen on flat Earth is an absurd and retarded straw man.
Perfect. Thank you.
Not really, because flat, that's all we need to do. If the Earth is flat, as in it doesn't have a curve, then things you should expect are this. That's not a straw man.
Well, I mean, you're saying what you'd expect to see with a flat Earth on the horizon, with real life scenario settings, and then you say, oh, we
Nice.
don't see that. And instead, you've taken what you actually see on an everyday flat Earth and say, well, actually, this is what the globe should look like.
Well, you're claiming that it's a flat Earth, but the things that we're seeing show that the Earth isn't flat.
Well, that picture doesn't show that, in my opinion. Right? That's
Oh,
that's a-
and I also
There's
just
no
killed
way that picture
the
could happen if
map.
the Earth was flat.
GG.
It
What
goes
is
against everything
happening?
that Flat Earth has been telling us for years about how perspective works. It also goes against
So-
what we know about atmospheric refraction and the direction that it would move things. It goes against
what about-
everything that we know about reality.
So what about this wonderful meme here? Shit shrinks with the 6-foot dinosaur above the 6-foot object above a 6,000-foot object, right?
Yeah,
Shit shrinks
so
into the distance compressed into the horizon.
brilliant. So no matter how far away that person got, right, they wouldn't drop below that line. They would shrink into that line, and that's the
Why
point.
Why are you claiming that things are below the line, which you've obscured in the picture?
I haven't obscured anything in the picture.
You said they would never go below the horizon, right? And you said, oh, there's no horizon in this
I
picture.
didn't say anything about the horizon.
So how is your picture impossible on flat Earth again?
Because if the Earth was flat, then those mountains, which are twice the size of the bridge towers, would not appear below the bridge towers.
Why is this happening? What the fuck?
You can watch that video again.
I played through the whole first level yesterday before I killed Retrorage, and it was, well, not yesterday, like 2 days ago. And everything was fine. Why? What the
How many times I've
fuck?
got to say this? This is what you guys have been telling us about perspective for years. Alright, so on my stream I'm showing right now.
Whatever, I have to fix this first, and this is not, no.
I've given the tangent line by that white bit going across. Here's the hitting the top of the bridge. And if the Earth was flat, then the tangent line would keep going, and it would intersect with that mountain halfway up. But it doesn't.
Well, how do you know that? How do you know that's how it would appear on the flat Earth?
Because the mountain is twice the size of